Picture this for a second. Asterisk, you walk into a quiet, invitation-only dinner at Sundance. You expect polite applause, industry small talk, maybe a glass of wine and a handshake or two. And then Guillermo del Toro stands up. Not to give a speech. Not to introduce a film. But to sing, asterisk, no warning. No announcement. Just Del Toro, backed by a four-man mariachi band. Turning an elegant Netflix-hosted gathering into something nobody in that room will ever forget. Asterisk, this wasn't a cute moment. This wasn't a joke. This was a full performance. 7 songs. Passion, power, and an encore demanded by a crowd chanting Uno M's. Asterisk, and that's when it hit everyone in the room. Guillermo del Toro doesn't just make films. He creates moments. He always has. Asterisk, because if you know his story, it actually makes perfect sense. Asterisk, del Toro has a history of doing the unexpected at film festivals. Back in 2022, he surprised Cannes by singing alongside Gael Garcia Bernal on stage. But this time was different. This wasn't a massive theater packed with cameras. This was intimate, raw, almost secret. The kind of moment you feel lucky just to witness. Asterisk, around him sat some of the most respected names in Hollywood. The Daniels. Fresh off their Oscar triumph with Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Producer Jonathan Wong. Sundance royalty like Janet Yang and Jamie Patricoff. Filmmaker Geeta Gambhir. Actor Elijah Wood. A room full of people who've seen everything and still couldn't look away. Asterisk, and while the music filled the room, something else was happening beneath the surface. Asterisk. This night wasn't just about singing. It was about legacy. Del Toro was in Park City for a reason that goes much deeper than award season or Netflix buzz. Sundance was honoring Cronos, his very first feature film, with a retrospective screening. The same film that premiered at Sundance back in 1994. The film that quietly announced the arrival of a new kind of storyteller. Asterisk, Cronos wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. But it was fearless. A dark, intimate story about immortality. An alchemist's device. Eternal life with a terrible price. It didn't scream for attention. It whispered. And trusted the audience to lean in. Asterisk, and that philosophy. It never left him. Asterisk, now, more than 3 decades later. Cronos is being shown again at Sundance, restored in pristine 4K by Janus Films. Same film, same soul, but seen through the lens of everything Del Toro has become since then. Asterisk, an Oscar-winning filmmaker, a master of monsters, a storyteller who understands that fear, beauty, and humanity are inseparable. Asterisk, the following night. At the Ray Theater, Del Toro will sit down for an extended Q&A, not as a legend looking down from a pedestal, but as the same curious, obsessive, generous artist who made Cronos all those years ago. Asterisk. And here's the irony that makes this moment even more powerful. Asterisk, while he's celebrating his past, Del Toro is also deep in the present award season, riding a wave of recognition for Frankenstein. His epic reimagining has landed 9 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay for Del Toro himself, Best Supporting Actor for Jacob Elordi, and nominations across music, sound, makeup, production design, and costume design. 9 nominations, from a small, eerie debut at Sundance to the center of the Oscar conversation. Asterisk. That's not luck. That's consistency, and Sundance knows it. This year's Park City Legacy program isn't just another lineup. It's a farewell. The final Sundance in Utah before the festival moves to Boulder, Colorado. A last chance to look back at the moments that defined it. Asterisk Cronos is just one piece of a carefully curated nostalgia wave. Alongside it are newly restored classics like Little Miss Sunshine, House Party, Half Nelson, American Dream, Mysterious Skin, and Saw. Films that didn't just premiere at Sundance. They became Sundance. Asterisk, and the talent behind them is coming back. Directors, cast, creators, people. Returning to the place where everything changed for them. Asterisk. There's also something deeply symbolic about where these conversations are happening. The Egyptian Theater on Main Street. One of the first Sundance venues, nearly 100 years old. A building that has watched generations of filmmakers arrive unknown and leave transformed. Asterisk, that's what Sundance has always been. About Asterisk, and that's why Guillermo del Toro singing at dinner matters more than it seems. Asterisk, because it wasn't about showing off. Asterisk, it was about gratitude, about joy, about remembering why art exists in the first place. Asterisk, in an industry obsessed with numbers, algorithms, and opening weekends. Del Toro reminds people of something dangerously simple. Stories are supposed to make you feel alive. Asterisk, whether it's a ghostly device offering eternal life, or a filmmaker stepping out from behind the camera to sing his heart out. The magic is the same, and maybe that's the real lesson here. The filmmakers who last aren't the ones who chase trends. Asterisk, they're the ones who stay human. Asterisk. So if you're still watching this, you already get it. Asterisk, and if you want more stories like this, the ones that happen off stage, behind closed doors, and in moments nobody expects, make sure you stick around. Like the video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what moment in film history you wish you could have witnessed in person. Because the best stories aren't just on screen. Sometimes they start when someone stands up and starts to sing.